Guess where I have been for the last 2 weeks? Show you? Right here. Wives, you can totally blame me that your husband will now never, ever, ever get a vasectomy. Because I'm one of the horror stories. So I did get a new truck. That's pretty nice. And it's a Dodge, and my last one was a Dodge. I really don't care. I am more passionate about Mac versus PC versus any of that truck stuff, but Dodge, I don't know. I did the whole thing because after my wife's second miscarriage and it being rough, I didn't want to put her through that again. So that's why I did this. They said 2 days. It's been 2 weeks and a day. They think it should be a couple more weeks. I got a new truck, and wasn't what, 2 weeks later? He gets a super nice truck, like way better than mine.
It's not way better. Yours looks a lot better now.
So I just complained to them as I complained to my wife. This is a really, really, really old hard drive. It's actually the first hard drive I've vlogged with. Well, I have this thing called Theology of the Gospel that we're doing this summer. I started it 4 years ago. I made a whole booklet about it. And guess what, Jordan? It won't open. I see it, the file's there. It would have everything done for me. And it's the spinning wheel of death.
Seriously?
I have the file, but it won't load. And you still have a copy. This was like from forever ago.
Yeah, I do. Gospel. My cursive face.
You wrote in cursive for a
I
while?
wrote in cursive, look at that.
The only way I know how to write in cursive is my name.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
It doesn't look good.
So
It's
at
28.
you decided, let's try cursive. Let's see how this feels.
Yeah. And as you can tell, I went right back to all caps.
Is it a phase or was it like a moment?
It must have been a moment.
Like in the middle of the work. Forget this. This is taking way too long.
I could have.
Oh, it's here. It worked. Let's go. You need to listen to Rick Warren. He has that podcast interview with Carrie Nieuwhof. It just came out this last week. And he said every pastor in America right now should absolutely stop assuming you're at 100%. And it's okay. You can't. It's impossible for you to be at 100% right now. Just like in efficiency and like your work ethic and like being a pastor. He goes, after the year we've gone through, like you're not at 100% and that's okay. And that was like super freeing, you know, like, oh. All right, I did good. 2 hours in the office instead of being at home. My spiritual director just hit me up. He just moved our meeting up an hour early. I don't think he knows, but I'm down. So that was incredible. Y'all need a spiritual director if you don't have one. I just spent like an hour and a half crying. Yeshua sent me a link of Colin and Samir, and they made a video about Emma Chamberlain being the new Casey Neistat and is vlogging still relevant. And they pitted this whole idea on YouTube. You have to make idea-based videos or relationship-based videos.
Yeah, I think the bottom line that I'll say is that if you are a relationship-based creator, you have the opportunity to build incredible depth with your audience and the opportunity to launch businesses and work with very top-tier lifestyle brands to introduce your audience to them. An idea-based creator can find high viewership, but might have a harder time connecting with their audience and being able to launch things like merchandise, products, and other things that actually inject into their audience's day-to-day lives. And so when you're evaluating who you are, I think there's a case for saying, I'll take less audience, but have them be more relationship-based than more audience that are only here for the ideas.
And I think to zero it in the Christian creator world, we are either making research-based videos or relationship-based videos. Research-based, I'm here, I have a product, I have an answer for you in the Bible. I'm gonna talk about a worldview, boom. Relationship-based, here's my life, here's what's going on. The thing is, y'all, I love both of those things. So I'm gonna keep making both of those types of content. There's so many times, I have research, I'm a nerd. Look at all these books. Look at all these books, right? This is what I do, but man, God is working so much in my life, and I want to document it. I want to let you know about it. I want it to be an encouragement to you. You know, if you want to be successful, you should probably pick research-based, but what is success? That's the question me and Tom Ashbrook were talking about today. What is success? you're supposed to read, the wisdom literature is like Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and then Job. So Proverbs is like the over idealistic seminary student who's like really clean cut answers about life. And then Ecclesiastes, you've done enough of that to go, wait, that doesn't always work. The child isn't always raised up in the way they should go. Like it doesn't always, these are proverbs, not promises. Then you get real despair. What is the point of life? And then Job is kind of like, you've been through the suffering and now you see the point of it all. You've had a greater encounter with God. You've wrestled with him. My hope, I love the track I'm on. I love the people I'm around like you. Like I have hope that I'm going to get there to the Job experience, at the end of the Job experience, but I feel like still I'm in the middle of just like I'm living the book of Ecclesiastes right now. I feel like I don't want to say depressed, but I want to say like what's the point of this? Like kind of like with ministry success, what's the point? I don't feel like a drive for ministry right now, which feels weird because that's always been there for me. Like I got this next mountain to climb. I got this next thing. So much of what I'm going through, it doesn't come across through just research. These answers have to go through relationship, going through life. One thing I am just thinking through is how can I have godly ambition without any hint of selfish ambition? That's why I feel like I'm in Ecclesiastes, because I see how stupid selfish ambition is, how pointless it is. And I love documenting the process of how God is lovingly taking me through this journey.
I think it needs to end up into the utter amazing privilege of being called by our Lord Jesus into warfare with him. And the other thing is to know that the real victory is what's happening to you.
And so much of my disappointment in life is because I have been defining that the way the world wants me to define it, but not the way God has called me to define it. Thanks for letting me vlog today. I'm hurting. But it's getting better.
Say subscribe.
Subscribe.